Now, what is your opinion on ad libs in a song?
Um, I feel like ad libs really, depending on the artist, like it made the song for real. Like a lot of artists done blow up just off their ad libs, not even their lyrics, for real, for real. So I feel like it's a major part in the song.
Now, when it comes to your ad libs, do you have a strategy when you implement them at all in your music?
Nah, not really. I just go off the top of my head.
And be that as it may, do you have a signature ad lib by any chance? A main ad lib you're known for at the moment?
Nah, not really. No, not for real.
Now, question here, I know you have collaborated with other recording artists. Have you ever added your ad libs to another artist's verse on the same song?
Yeah.
And not just introducing yourself like you're about to be on the track, but have you ever had your ad libs maybe sprinkled behind another artist's feature or verse on that same song?
Yeah.
Now, how does that work? Is that something you just voluntarily do? Does the other artist ask you to do that?
I just do it. Like I just go off the vibe of the song.
And what about this? Something similar here. What are your thoughts on songs with another artist's ad libs, but no hook or verse from them on that song? It's just their ad libs sprinkled throughout the track.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I don't think. Nah, there's nothing I would do.
Now, let me just give you an actual example, just so we're on the same page, because I don't want to confuse you.
Yeah.
Kanye West has a song called Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Mm.
Jeezy ad libs sprinkled throughout the track. No hook or verse from Jeezy on that song.
That's different. Like that's different. But me personally, I wouldn't do it.
And why not for you? Just curious there.
Cause like I don't know. I just feel like a hook and a verse it made the song. So the ad libs come after that. I feel like that's just weird.
Now, just curious here, have you ever been asked just for your ad libs on a song?
Nah, never.
Okay. Now, ask you a variety of questions here on the subject of ad libs. Anything else you want to mention about ad libs here before we move on to another subject
Nah.
of your music? And speaking of that next subject, your debut mixtape,
Mm-hmm.
Pain to Profit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can you explain to the audience everything they need to know about this project?
It really came about like the title "Paying the Profit" is like self-explanatory. It's like I blew up off of pain music and made a way of living for myself. So I turned my pain into a profit. Like it's self-explanatory. But behind the tape really was just a lot of traumatic life experiences I went through, and I just put into my music.
And we'll dive a little bit deeper with some of that here. But before we, get into all of that, the phrase pain music, that subgenre there, are you able to explain to the audience, maybe those that have heard of that phrase, pain music, but don't know what it is exactly?
To me, I feel like pain music is more of I wouldn't really say pain. Like how could I explain it?
Take your time.
It's more of something you can feel. Like I take my real life experiences and put it into music, and the people who listen to me feel like they went through the same thing, or they more than likely have went through the same thing as me. So it's just me speaking for everybody.
Now, is pain music just melodic music, or can pain music be like bars as well?
It could be bars. It could be bars. I feel like it's more melodic than bars, though.
And okay, you explained to the audience here the title of the project and the meaning behind it. And you online on your social media, specifically your Instagram, and for those in the audience getting to know you here for the very first time, care to share your screen name, your username, your handle on that platform, Instagram.com/.
MazziOmerta.
Now, in one of the posts, you mentioned this was your debut mixtape. You actually used the phrase mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you consider this a mixtape? Why go that route for this project? Why not an album or maybe something shorter like an EP, perhaps?
Uh, because I feel like at the point of my career, I don't think I'm like personally the type of music I make. I don't think I opened up more like as much as I could for an album. Like I want my album to be real. Like every song, you're gonna feel every song. Like I'm gonna get real deep into everything I've been through. And EP, I dropped like 2 EPs before. I never dropped a mixtape, so I'm gonna go the mixtape route.
Now, for those in the audience that are familiar with mixtapes, some mixtapes have a DJ hosting them and some don't. In
Mhm.
this case, no DJ hosting your mixtape. Was there any thought on having a DJ host? Why no DJ for you here in this instance?
That never really been nothing I've been into ever, like, so I just didn't do it.
And rewinding back to the title once again, when it comes to this title, was this something that you came up with or someone coined for you?
Nah, this is something I came up with.
And some additional insight into the creation of this title here. You know, some recording artists have a concept for a project before they start creating and recording that music. Sometimes the title can come as they are creating and recording that music. And then some, they come up with that title at the end of that collection of that creation and that music.
Mhm.
For you, do you recall when this title came to you? Was it before, during, or after,
It was
perhaps?
before.
Were there any scrap titles? Were there any titles you were thinking about calling this mixtape before landing on this one?
Nah, this one been stuck with me since forever.
Now, what about the artwork here? Can you break down the artwork for those in the audience?
Um,
Any meaning behind it, any symbolism, so on and so forth?
yeah, the titles is like the cover art is basically me at my best friend gravesite. Um, like showing him I made it. Everything we talked about, I'm doing it. So that's really where the cover art came from.
And care to share who this best friend you're referencing is?
LYS, long live YS.
We'll talk about him a little bit later in this conversation as well. What was the reaction from those that know him, um, and maybe not, that saw this artwork? You, and it looks like you're in a recording atmosphere, almost like you're recording music, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this cemetery
Mm-hmm.
where his gravesite is. What was the reaction to that? Was that a controversial piece of artwork for you? Things of that nature?
Yeah, I think everybody got the concept of it. Like everybody really loved it. Like who know me, who know him. They know how I am about him for real. So everybody loved it.
What was maybe the reaction from his personal friends, his family?
Yeah, nobody said anything like out the way about it. They didn't feel any type of way. If they did, they didn't come to me about it. So
And was that something you talk about with them before you do this cover, or is that something you surprise them with?
it was more of a surprise than just talking about it.
And was this an idea that you came up with?
Me and my two other like main two people on my team we all came up with the idea.
And do you want to share any of their names?
Ricky, my cameraman, my manager Brito.
And this mixtape was released on August 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any significance of that release date there?
Nah, not really.
And as far as the length of this body of work, you have 17 tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Why that amount for this one? Why not a little shorter, maybe like 14, 15? Why not maybe a little longer, 18, 19?
I just feel like, me personally, I got a lot of music. Like I go to the studio and go. So I wanted as much work to be put out as possible because I hold a lot of music, like hundreds of songs I hold. So
How many tracks did you have to choose from before you landed on the 17?
I got over 100 songs. So those just the ones that stuck out the most.
How often do you record with that amount of material?
I record every time I get a chance, like when I'm not doing anything like out of town. Even when I'm out of town, like I take the studio with me out of town. I record any chance I get, really.
Like hotel rooms?
Yeah, hotel rooms, Airbnbs, wherever.
What's the most unique location you've recorded at so far?
Probably Airbnb hotel room.
Now, rewinding back to that artwork, again, it's a photo of you like in recording mode with some recording equipment at this grave site.
Mm-hmm.
Did you actually do any recording there or was it just merely for the photo?
No, just for the photo.
And also, too, another question that came to mind, was that an issue at all at the cemetery? Were there other people that noticed you doing this? Did it pose an issue with others that you were doing this?
Nah, it was just me out there that day.
Got it. And how did that narrowing process down go for you? Okay, you have 100 songs plus. How do you get down to 17? What was that like for you? How'd you do it?
The quality of the songs, the cadence in every song, really like what sounded the best.
And how long do you think that just the narrowing down process took for you to do? 100 songs to 17.
A minute because like even picking through the tape, I'm still recording. So I got new songs, old songs. Took a minute.
What do you think's the oldest song, and what do you think's the newest song that was recorded for this project?
The oldest song is probably the first song on the tape, Sleep is Nice. I made that like a year ago.
Okay.
And the newest song,
This is for the music geeks that want to hear like if there's a difference in both, your oldest and your newest. So it's something for them here. Yeah. What was the new? Like, did you record a song maybe 5 days before you had to turn the tape in, type of thing?
the newest song, a couple of them, I made them all the same 3, 4 days. But the newest probably the one with Huncho, Ramadan.
Okay. And what about this track list? Who put this track list order? It's one thing to, narrow the process down from, 100 plus songs to 17, but this order of the track list, who did that?
My team.
And can you take the audience through that process as well? Do you know how long that took for them to do, or?
Not necessarily like, because for me it was hard to just narrow everything down, put them in, because you got to keep going through it, listening to it, see how it sounds. Like that was a lot for me. That was probably the hardest part of the project. So I don't know how long it took them for real.
Do you know sonically what their strategy of this track list was?
No, not really.
Okay. And for those in the audience, what I mean by strategy for a track list is some projects have like an up and down feel, like a roller coaster. Like one song, a lot of energy, next song, lower energy. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Some it might be a vibe thing, like 3 or 4 songs might have a similar vibe, and then it transitions to another 3, 4 songs that have a different vibe. Then another transition to another 3, 4 songs. And some start fast and slow, and then some, it's like a storyline from beginning to end, like a movie. So didn't know if any of these descriptions.
I think they went for the roller coaster, like pain, then some more upbeat, back to the pain, some love. Like I think that's what they went for.
Now out of all these 17, what is your favorite song on this mixtape?
That's a hard question. Every time I listen to it, I got a new favorite song. I feel like the whole tape you can really go through and listen to.
No skipping?
No skipping.
And favorite or not, what's your most honest song on this project?
Most honest.
Yes. I know you talked about, well, you mentioned in the description at the beginning of this segment that, you opened up about, maybe some traumatic experiences and, putting your pain in music. So what do you think was your most honest song? Maybe, if not honest, maybe the song you opened up the most about, you showed your most vulnerability on.
Probably So Close.
And what was that song about, if you'd like to share with the audience?
Just giving up, like wanting to give up. But I'm saying reasons of why I can't give up, like how far I got, how far I am now. So really no point in giving up.
Now, just for context here, have you ever actually given up, or maybe you just thought about giving up one point in your life?
I thought about it. Yeah.
And is that what stopped you, knowing how far you've come?
Yeah, like it's no point. What was the point of, trying to this far?
And do you recall the producer behind So Close?
Uncle Cameron, one of my main producers.
Now, there are 3 features on this project. Do you have a favorite feature at all amongst the 3?
It's 3. It's 4. That's 4, ain't it?
Whoa, look at the track list one more time here just to double check and fact check.
It's 3.
Okay, so I see Ramadan with Honcho. I see Dallas to Carolina with head honcho Amir. And I see Pour Up with Love Blue. Oh, it is 4. Made It Rapping with Blow. You're right. 4. I stand corrected there.
Yeah.
Miscounted. I apologize about that. Okay, so let's rewind the question then. 4 features here. Do you have a favorite amongst the 4?
Like I said, I like the whole tape, but favorite, I feel like they all different categories. So I don't think it's a favorite because they all different. None of them the same.
Now, was there a thought on maybe having no features on this project? Just you on all 17?
No, not really.
Why not? What's your opinion on features? Some don't do them, some do them.
Um, I like working with artists. Like I like seeing their creativity, how they work. It's really it's like a fun part of making a tape or just recording.
Now, now I'd like to ask you about two of these songs in particular that have features, just for a little bit more insight. You mentioned one of them, Ramadan featuring Huncho. Just curious here, uh, for those in the audience wondering, do you follow a religion by any
No,
chance?
no,
And why not for you? Why no religion at this moment in your life?
it's too. I'm honestly, I just don't follow it. Like since I was a kid, it's just a lot of politics in it. Like I'm not that type of person.
Were you raised to, were you raised to follow religion before you had this mindset?
Yeah, my grandma was a big Christian, like huge on it.
Grandmother on the mother side of your family or father's side?
Father,
And what's been her reaction to the fact that you have this mindset now?
she passed away a couple years ago.
Got it. And asking because, sometimes, as you mentioned, politics,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes religion can divide family
Mm-hmm.
members. Sometimes that can cause a rift between family members. So, didn't know if that was the case
Yeah.
with you at all. But when it comes to Christianity on her end, did it get any more specific than that? Like, sometimes there's a specific denomination or branch under the umbrella of Christianity.
I wouldn't know.
Okay, just curious there. What about Made It Rappin' featuring Blow?
Mm-hmm.
Was this created before his current incarceration?
No, it was made while he been incarcerated.
And how did you get that feat? How did that come about between you two?
Um, Somebody on my team like personally knew him, and then like we kind of in tune with the same people. So I made the song. I just kept like I couldn't finish it at first. I was like, this would be a good feature for somebody. I'm just trying like who I could hear on it. I was like, it'd be perfect for him. I felt like, in my opinion. So I reached out and we just made it work.
And when's the last time you had a chance to communicate with him?
I don't know.
Okay, just curious there. But all right, asked you a variety of questions here about the debut mixtape. And just to wind down here, what have you learned about yourself through the creation and release of this debut? What'd you
Um,
take away from this experience here?
what did I learn? That's a good question.
Yeah.
What I learned about myself.
You've done 2 EPs before,
Mm-hmm.
first mixtape ever, album on the way at some point, I'm sure. But what'd you take away from this experience? The whole entire experience here, just with the debut mixtape,
Um,
if anything.
I don't really know. Probably just the fact that I like before this, I wasn't really working how I work now. Like I just know my work ethic became a lot stronger, like way stronger.
And, last question here about this project before we dive into some other facets about you. Can you give the audience 5 reasons to listen to this mixtape?
Cause it's no skips. It's real, authentic. It's probably like, in my opinion, I'm not just saying it cause it's me. This is the hardest tape I done heard all year, honestly. And yeah, it's no skips. That's the fifth reason.
Any plans for deluxe?
I thought about it. I don't know yet. I don't know for sure.
Just curious there. And what about your 2 previous EPs? Are there any plans for maybe any additional installments to those EPs? Maybe turning them into some sort of series, perhaps?
Nah.
Just asking, just in case there. Now, I do want to dive a little bit before I dive into this next topic. Okay, I do want to ask you this. You mentioned that, sometimes you're on the road, Airbnb, hotel room, whatever, and you may take like a traveling recording studio setup.
Mm.
There are some in the audience wondering, what does that setup look like? What does that setup entail?
Just the mic, amplifier, speakers, computer, and we in there.
Do you want to share what type of mic? what software you use, what laptops you use, things of that nature?
When it comes to the softwares and laptops, that's on them. I ain't got that deep in yet, but I can pretty much work with any mic. I'm not making no excuse to not record.
And, just looking back, these 17 tracks, if you can remember, there was a circle chart of like 100%. What percentage would you say songs of this magnitude on this project were recorded in a professional studio versus this travel studio kit?
Mm,
Rough estimate, like 50-50, maybe 60-40, 70-30, 80-20,
like
90-10.
60-40 in a professional studio.
So 60 professional, 40 maybe a travel studio of some
Mhm.
sort. Now, just for those in the audience, again, these music geeks that really want to know, are you able to provide a song on this track list that you know was done with the travel kit versus one that was done in a professional studio environment?
What was done in Ramadan was professional, and then like studio
Like in the Airbnb or the hotel or...
Sleepless Nights was actually in my room. It was in my room.
And again, that's for the geeks out there that want to like sonically hear the difference between, if they can tell there. And there's footage of you and Huncho together recording that song, or the aftermath of that song, however way you want to phrase it. And that's also on your Instagram profile as well, currently.
Mhm.
Now, I do want to dive in this topic a little bit, and that is YS, which is part of the reason of the artwork here that you incorporated with this title. Now, for those that have heard you say his name, these initials, reference him, things of that nature, but, don't know the story between you two, the origin story. How did you two first meet? Do you recall the first time you two met?
We didn't even like each other when we first met. I don't even know why we didn't like each other. Probably the groups, different groups at the time. We didn't even like each other, but like we got to know each other. Like the first day we really got to sit down and know each other. It just from that day forward, probably spent like, I don't know, like almost every day together after that. So yeah.
And do you recall what age this was in your life when you two get together for the very first time? Maybe grade, perhaps, if it was a school type
It's
of
in
thing?
high school, around like his freshman year, my sophomore year.
And care to share the name of the school you both attended once upon a time?
Damn, I don't know. He went to so many schools. Like he was, I don't know. I went to Eastside High though.
But you did share the same school.
No.
Never shared the same school.
No.
Oh, okay, got it.
Nah.
All right. Well, again, for those in the audience that have heard his name, you reference his name, things of that nature, but didn't get a chance to build a relationship with him like you did. From your perspective, as a person, what was he really like?
Like probably one of the best people you could meet. Like just goofy. Don't do nothing but play all day. Like play. Like it was never like a bad vibe for him at all. Like he wasn't into it with nobody, no nothing. Like he didn't get into that. He just wanted to have fun all day, really.
Do you remember the last communication you had with him before he passed?
Right before he passed, probably like 10 minutes before he passed, we was on the phone.
FaceTime, actual phone call?
Phone call.
And what was that conversation like? What was that energy or that vibe between you two on that last communication there?
It's crazy because I told him to come to my house. Like I told him to come to my house. And he was like, I'll be over there tomorrow. I'm doing something right now.
And then how were you notified he, in fact, had passed?
Somebody called my phone, like probably like 20 minutes after we got off the phone. They called my phone, like they heard such and such happen. And in my head, I'm like I'm not trying to hear that. Like I'm not in the mood right now to even be, And somebody else, his cousin called me, crying, like breaking down, crying. So I got up, I rushed to the hospital. Everybody in the hospital waiting to hear like what's going on, and we heard the news.
Now, to switch things up a bit, do you have a favorite memory of him you'd like to share with the audience today?
There's so many memories. Like that was my real best friend. Like I don't even got a favorite one. It's like every day we was into something. It was never a dull moment for real.
Now, on the recording artist side of things, did he do music at all?
He wa- he tried to. Like he could have got into it if he took it serious. But yeah, everybody around me kind of like dabble into music somewhat.
Now, did you inspire it? Excuse me, did you inspire him or encourage him at all to do music? Was he doing music before you, perhaps?
Not that I knew of. It's probably the other way around. Like he probably inspired me more. Like he'll book sessions behind my back, do stuff like he'll miss school for days just to sit in the studio with me all night. Like he really inspired me to do music.
So, would any of this be surprising to him at all? The record deal with 300 ENT.
Nah, he was telling me, like, I used to tell him, like, man, I'm not doing music for real. Like, he'd tell me, nah, we're gonna be rich, we're gonna do this and that. Like, he had a whole plan. Like, he had a plan for me before I had one for myself. Like, he just tell me, like he spoke all this into existence for real.
And forgot to ask you this as well. What age were you, or what grade were you in when he ends up passing?
We both out of high school. We graduated. Um, I was like, it was like right before my birthday, like a week before my birthday. I think I turned, what, 20? So I was 19.
But he didn't get a chance to see the record deal take place or any of that yet.
Mm-mm.
Was there any music recorded between you two at all?
Yeah.
Any that's still unreleased?
Yeah, a couple songs is unreleased.
Was there any thoughts on incorporating any of that with this body of work or a future project, or how do you feel about that?
Nah, like I said, an album, that's probably something I would do with an album, not a mixtape.
Got it. And how many songs do you think you have, just you two together at this point?
Not a lot. Probably like 6, 7, probably 10 at the most.
Now, what's the best advice you received from him, or most important thing you learned being around him?
Honestly, he really like changed me as a person because he was just so like his spirit was just, like he's just always in good spirits. Like everything, really, I learned a lot. Like a lot of stuff he did. I just be like, why do you do this? Like the people I'm used to being around don't act nothing like this at all. He really taught me a lot, whether he knew it or not, for real.
And speaking of taught, what did his passing teach you? What did you learn from that experience there?
A lot. Like life really short. Like I lost friends in the past, but like a best friend, somebody you talk to every day. Like you wake up, talk to him. Like that hit different. So like it just taught me to really take music serious because that's what he wanted.
And is that also maybe a reason why you won't quit or give up because of his memory? And
Yeah, that's probably the main reason.
now, ask you a variety of questions about him here. Is there anything else you'd like to mention about him while we're on the subject?
Nah.
And what about mentally speaking here? Okay, mentally, his passing, things of that nature. Obviously, this is something you still embody to this day. You incorporate it with your artwork, for example, this project, Pain to Profit. But mentally, has this been something you sought any professional help over? His passing, maybe others that have passed in your life? You mentioned this project was you diving into your traumatic experiences and things of that nature and showing that to the world. Just with all that you've experienced throughout your life, has there been any mental professional services of some sort dealing with this sort of stuff?
Nah, no. I feel like in my song, time goes on. Like time to go on. You just gotta deal with it.
And be that as it may, do you want any professional help at
Nah.
all with any of this stuff?
I'm good.
All right. Well, moving forward, I would like to dive a little bit deeper with your origin story here.
Mhm.
And starting with your name. Now, what is the correct way to pronounce this stage name of yours?
MazziOmerta.
Do people mispronounce it?
All the time. Like they call me Mazzio. Like I don't even know where the hell you get that shit from. Like, or they'll be like, Omerta. Like it's just all the time. They mispronounce all the time.
And aside from mispronouncing it, do they misspell it as well?
Nah, I don't think it's ever a problem with the spelling.
But when it comes to the spelling, Mazzi and Omerta is two words joined together as one word.
Mm-hmm.
No space in between both.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it spelled the way it does? Why no space between both of these entities here?
I don't know. That's just how I've been from day one. I just ran with it, for real.
Because people do mispronounce this name of yours, was there any thought on maybe changing the spelling of it? Maybe changing the stage name at all just to appease that?
Nah, I do feel like MazziOmerta is long, so I just go by Mazzi.
And do you accept any abbreviations aside from just Mozzie for short?
I feel like that's as short as it can get, honestly.
What about some calling you Mozzie O? Are you okay with that or you don't like that?
Don't call me that. Don't call me that.
And zooming out, not a trick question here, but may sound similar. Do you prefer people calling you by this abbreviation, just Mozzie for short, or would you rather have them pronounce your full stage name in its entirety?
Nah, majority of people just call me Mazzi, so I'm good with it.
And just curious here, any connection to the following recording artist? Um, Amaretta,
Nah, no,
no connection to her. And DB Omerta,
nah.
no connection to him either. Okay, so just curious here, when it comes to the stage name, are you able to break that down to the audience, like how this name even got put together?
Mazzi, the first part of Mazzi is actually part of my actual name, but it's short from my actual name. So I just took that. That's like a nickname everybody called me. And Omerta was originally like a promotion group I had before I started rapping. It was called Omerta Entertainment on my chain. I just took that. I took it and turned it into something else when we stopped doing the promotion thing.
Did that cause any confusion transitioning from one facet of the entertainment industry to another?
Nah.
Okay. And care to share the meaning behind Omerta if those in the audience have heard that phrase but don't know exactly what that means?
It's Italian for the code of silence.
And care to share what your actual first name is if Mozzie is, an abbreviation of that?
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Y'all just gotta look that up and find that. I ain't gonna lie.
But that nickname there, was there someone that started calling you that from the very beginning, even in your early stages of that nickname there?
I think my aunt was probably the first one to call me Mazzi.
And this is on your mom's side or father's side?
My mom.
And okay, I also want to dive into this a little bit further as well. Your origin story here. Okay, now for those in the audience getting to know you here for the very first time, care to share where you were born?
And Greenville, South Carolina, the east side.
And care to share where you were raised as well?
The east side of Greenville, South Carolina.
Does it get any more specific than that? The east side.
Yeah, my apartments, old view.
And do you still reside in Greenville today?
Yeah.
And for those in the audience that are not familiar with Greenville, but maybe familiar with Columbia, South Carolina, for example, how far of a distance is that?
About an hour and a half drive.
And if they're not familiar with Columbia, South Carolina, but maybe something like in Atlanta, Georgia, how far of a distance is that?
Like 2.5 hours.
Now, when it comes to your upbringing, especially on the east side, specifically of Greenville, was it a certain age range for you just on the east side itself?
Nah,
Like 5 years old to 10 years old, or?
I've been out here my whole life, really.
And what was it really like growing up on the east side for you?
Probably the same as everybody else. You see certain stuff, especially in the environment I was in, but it's normal, really.
Well, I'd like to discuss two of these facets when it comes to your upbringing on the east side. Let's talk about your top point first. What was the top point during your upbringing on the east side of Greenville? What was your highest point, your most positive moment growing up in that environment for you, thinking back?
I didn't really look at nothing as like a low point, honestly, because I'm a kid, like it's normal. You see it every day. So it wasn't really like a low point. Everything was just, steady. But the high point
Something you're really proud of doing while you were on the east side? Positive moment, top point for you, high
right
point
now,
for you?
music, and then I can go back and everybody just like we knew it, like we knew, you know, when they found out I rap.
Now let's talk about your history with rap. Why or how did you get into music of all things? Because, there's some kids that do sports,
Mm.
arts, so on and so forth. Why music?
I always like music. Like music is like another way of, like it's how I express myself for real. So even if I wasn't publicly rapping, I'd probably do it just for me, honestly. So I got into it just because I had an ear for it. I always loved it, no matter what kind of music it was. It could be country music, hip hop, whatever.
And what do you think the first genre of music was you were introduced to initially?
Rap.
And do you recall any artists or any song titles in your humble days of, getting to know the genre and studying it and things of that nature?
A lot of artists like Jeezy, T.I., Future, a lot of artists, almost every upcoming artist, Lil Wayne, everybody.
Sounds like mostly Southern artists for you.
Yeah, really, yeah, Southern.
But it's one thing, for kids to just listen to music, be a consumer of it, a listener.
Mm-hmm.
It's another for them to jump on the mic and record themselves, record their vocals, hear their vocals in playback. Not every kid does that. What got you over the hump to actually do that, to
I just,
create and record yourself?
I was wanted to. I think my first time getting on the mic was, I'd probably be like 13. And then I didn't like how it sounded. I'm not doing this shit. Like, I ain't doing it. And I tried again a couple years later, and I just liked it.
So for you, it was just natural experimentation. It was your own doing. No one like put a battery behind your back to do or
Like, I knew people, well, like, I used to see walking around the neighborhood, like, you'll walk through certain areas. You got people standing on the, just rapping. They'd sit there and rap, shoot dice, everything. So, you hear it, and be like, oh, I can do that. It's easy.
And what led this to end up becoming a career path for you? Because, for some, it's just a hobby if they do it.
Mm-hmm.
They have a 9 to 5, they have something that occupies 40 hours of their week, and
Mm-hmm.
music is secondary. It's not the priority or first thing that they are able to do. What led this to be a career for you?
Basically, what you just said, like, where I'm from, that's like doing the impossible. So it's like, nobody really made it rap from where I'm from. So in my head, like, whether they believe me or not, I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I know I can do it. I'm gonna do it. And I always felt like I was different from a lot of people in my city, like when it came to music, because I'm more melodic. There's not really a lot of melodic artists where I'm from. So I always felt like I had, like the talent.
And, if a lot of the music you listen to, well, I don't want to say a lot of the music because Future can be melodic a little bit, but you mentioned like T.I. and Lil Wayne and I forgot Jeezy. These are
Mm-hmm.
not really melodic artists.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Future sometimes,
Yeah.
but if the bulk of what you were introduced to was not melodic, how did you even get into the melodic side of things?
That was just me. Like whenever I would try, it was just always melodic. So I just had to go that route. I wasn't gonna try to change it.
Now, any other memories of those humble beginnings of music for you?
Nah, not really.
And when it comes to your music at this point, do you write or freestyle and punch in of some sort?
Yeah, I punch in.
Now, historically, how did things start for you? Were you a freestyler from the jump or did you write at first?
Like when I first started rapping, I would write, but like when I got comfortable with it, like the more I rap, the more comfortable and fluent it comes. So I can just go off the top of my head.
And what led to that as well? Was that just natural experimentation? Were you inspired or influenced by someone to start freestyling and punching in?
It was really natural. Like I said, the bros around me was doing it probably before me. So I guess that was, you know, a way of,
Got it. Now, as you mentioned, growing up as a kid, um, no real low points for you because you didn't really know what was going on. You were innocent
yeah.
to everything, oblivious to everything. And maybe that was your parental guidance that helped keep that mindset there for you. But On the opposite end of the spectrum, was there a bottom point for you? Was there a low point? Obviously, as a kid, you didn't see it, but now that you are older, was there a point you look back and, yeah, that was my low point?
Yeah, like, yeah, for sure.
What
A
was
lot,
that for you? What was, I guess, your lowest point growing up on the east side there?
a lot. Like, really watching my mama, like, with 5 kids and no help, majority of everybody life, like all like her kids' life, like no help. So I felt like me being not the oldest, but the oldest, like with my mindset, I had to help.
And 5 kids, same father for all 5 of you?
No, not all of us, but some of us,
But it would be 5 of you under one roof.
yeah. Yeah.
And where did you fit on that ladder? First, let's back up. How many same mother and father as you? And then where did you fit on the ladder overall of the 5?
Everybody same mother. And
But same father, I guess, as you. Were you the only one of the same father, or were there other siblings, same
me and my
father?
older brother.
Okay. All right, so you were the youngest between you two, same father. But what about out of the 5? Where did you stand on that ladder there, from youngest to oldest?
I'm the middle. It's 2 oldest and 2 younger ones.
Smack dab in the middle. The middle child.
Yeah.
What was that position like, just being in the middle?
I honestly feel like it was like more pressure because you got 2 younger watching you, you got 2 older, you know, that you look up. Well, honestly, I couldn't even really look up. I had an older sister, you know, and my older brother, but I couldn't really look up to neither one of them for real.
Why not?
Because my sister, she a girl, like she can't really teach me how to be a boy, and my brother got he autistic, so you know like this me. So now I'm you know introduced to everything.
So even though you were the middle, you really had others looking up to you. So really, it was kind of like you were the older
Older,
one.
yeah.
Now, that's a unique dynamic, the fact that you have an autistic sibling. Now, obviously, when it comes to autism, there are different spectrums one can be on. But, maybe there's someone in the audience that is dealing with an autistic family member as well. Could be a sibling, maybe not. But maybe they just maybe they just got diagnosed with autism. And again, circumstances could be different for everyone. But what do you want to say to someone that is dealing with an autistic family member? Is there anything you'd like to say to the audience about that?
I don't really like people, you know, try to make it seem like it's something wrong with it. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. Like it just make them unique, you know.
And again, what do you think the low point was? Okay, so you, mother struggling here, single mom of 5, and you helping to pitch in. And you take it upon yourself to pitch in. She didn't ask you to pitch in.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you had a lot of responsibility for whatever age, like more responsibility than you should at whatever age you recognize this?
Yeah, most definitely. Even if it wasn't helping her, like, you know, giving her something, as long as I could do for myself, was like taking something off her, like some type of stress off her.
And what was that? What was that pressure? What was that stress like growing up with the fact that you were trying to pitch in the way you were?
Like it was stressful, but being young is still like seeing it is just normal. So it wasn't really more of, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It was just more of the people I'm around, like it's normal, so I was gonna do it either way it went, honestly.
And was your mother accepting of the help, or was she, trying to get you not to help because she wanted just you to be a kid?
Yeah, it was like points she like a lot of stuff she didn't really know about, and then when she started finding out, it was more of like she didn't agree with it. But as I got older, she's like, he grown, he gonna make his own decisions. She did her best.
Now, how were you able to survive that upbringing on the east side of Greenville, looking back? Because there are some who don't make it.
Yeah.
What was the key? What was the secret for you on surviving that?
My brain, my head, like you can't, you know, you gotta think before you do stuff, no matter what you're doing.
There are some people who say things like, don't know if I'll make it to see the age of 18, 21, 25, so on and so forth. Did you ever have any of these thoughts growing up on the east side?
Most definitely, all the time. Like 18, I was really skeptical about 18 because that's when a lot was going on. But as I got older, getting introduced to more people, seeing different ways to live, doing stuff like got more confident in, growing older.
And care to share what age you are now currently?
21,
And your birthday while you're at it, the month and the day, perhaps.
April 30th.
And before I move forward with some other lines of questioning here about this upbringing of yours, there are some recording artists, they will not share their age on camera. Why for you, no problem there?
Shit, it ain't nothing. Everybody think I'm younger than I am anyway. So.
Now that you have made it over the hump, so to speak, there was one time you didn't think you would see 18. Now you've seen 21. What do you make of that outcome? Being on the opposite end of that equation.
I try my best to really just tell all my younger bros, I know how they feel. I done changed a lot, so they looking at the music now. They they'll call me, they look up to me. And I just try to tell them like I said, your brain, everything, you gotta think before you do stuff. So I really just use my experiences and take them and put myself in their shoes and just try to help them get to where I'm at, honestly.
Knowing what you know now, on the other side of that coin, hypothetically speaking, what would you have said to your younger self back then, if anything?
Nothing. I wouldn't want nothing to be different, honestly.
Now, I asked you a variety of questions here in regards to your upbringing. Is there anything else you want to mention about it, or a question you weren't asked you'd like to shed some light on?
Nah, not really.
And what about the status of your father here? What's the current status between you two at
That's
this
my
point?
dog. My best friend now.
And how did that relationship able
Well,
to get repaired?
growing up, my father was in prison, so I didn't really know him. But as he came home, you're a kid not knowing who it is. You just, you don't know him already, so you don't really care to be around him. But as I got older, getting into more stuff, it's like you need a father figure somewhat to help you being a man. And that's where he stepped in at. And my best friend, not one of my best friends.
And just asking because, you didn't mention him very much, but didn't want to leave him out. And just curious here, how long was he incarcerated for?
15 years.
And do you know what age you were at the time when he got arrested?
I
Or
wasn't even born. He went right before I was born.
Got it. While he was serving this incarceration, did you keep communication with him at all, or it was only until after he comes home is when this relationship gets established and repaired and things of that nature?
Now, we'll talk on the phone. He'll call, we'll talk, conversations, but I'm still young. I'm not really paying no attention.
Did you ever have any physical visitation with him?
Probably twice while he was incarcerated.
And was he in state or federal at the time?
State.
And how far of a drive, distance-wise, between you two?
I wouldn't even be able to tell you. I really don't know.
And those times you two, those 2 times you physically got a chance to visit him, was that something that you wanted to do, you wanted to see, or was that done, on your behalf?
As a kid, yeah, I wanted to see him. I hear him, I'm like, I don't know what he looked like. I would want to see him. But my grandma, she big on family. Well, it was big on family, so she made sure we stayed in contact. Even if I didn't want to talk to him, she was gonna make sure we talked.
And do you remember what age or what grade you were when he came home for the first time?
I was in 7th, 8th grade, something like that.
And how long did you see him after his first day out?
How long? What you mean?
Did you see him on his first day out? Did it
He
take?
came straight to his kids. That's the first thing he did. I might got that time frame messed up though, cause 14 years, yeah. I 13 when he, something, I don't know, it's something like that, yeah. But yeah, I seen it when he first, his first day out. He spent his first couple days with me, actually, just catching up on everything.
Was that an emotional experience, his first day out?
For him, yeah, not me.
And, did you have another male figure in your life while he was incarcerated?
Yeah, I got uncles, they're my siblings, their fathers. But in and out of jail, same thing.
And after he comes home, does he treat you like a parent or more like a friend?
More like a friend.
Now, what did this entire experience teach you? Having an incarcerated parent and growing up with that.
It instilled like in my head that I don't want to have kids until I know I'm set. Like I wouldn't want to be doing anything I know that could get me killed or in jail and leave them out here without a father. So I really like in my head today I'm like real strong on not having kids until I know I'm set and they set for a long time.
And was there any resentment or more understanding of this ordeal with your father?
Yeah, I totally get it now. Like when I was a kid I didn't, but now I understand 100%.
And what do you want people watching or listening to this interview to know about parents in prison or a parent in prison?
Um,
Having a parent incarcerated. Is there anything you want the audience to know watching or listening to this interview?
I feel like it's just like it's hard for the kid. I feel like not having one parent or the other, especially like being a man, being raised by women. Like a lot of men are like very emotional, and that take a toll on them. You need like a male figure to teach you right from wrong in certain situations for real.
Now, circumstances could be different for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say someone's in the audience and their parent just became incarcerated themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to say to them?
Keep in contact with them. Like y'all need each other.
And what's been his reaction to the music side of things and the success you've garnered at this point?
He with it like 100%. Like when I first started rapping, he ready. Like we on the road. Like he willing to put everything behind me. So it's not really a surprise.
Does he play any official role with your music career of some sort? Like sometimes people will put family members in certain positions.
Not now, but before like the deal, he was like the promotion company was like co-partners, like 50-50. But now like that I'm in a deal, he just let me do what I do.
And speaking of this deal, care to share who that's with?
300 Entertainment.
Now, for those that have heard of that record label, but don't know what it's like over there, what is that really like being on 300 ENT?
So far I like it. It's more like I get more of a family vibe than just a lot of people think it's just business. They treat you like family. It's more of a family vibe. They want to know how you doing. They check on you. Cool over there.
And who do you have the closest bond with on that imprint there? And when I ask closest, this could be someone in front of the camera like you, like another recording artist on the label, or maybe someone behind it, like an executive position.
I don't really have like the closest. Everybody really the same, really. I talk to everybody around the same. But if I did have a close, it'd probably be my A&R.
And do you want to share this person's name?
I don't know if he would want it out there, so I'm not gonna do it.
But did you have a connection or a bond with this A&R before signing, or it was the signing that got you too close
Yeah,
together?
signing.
And I did want to ask this. Why, you mentioned this in the creation of your name, MazziOmerta, that the Omerta portion stemmed from like a promotional group, and then it transitioned into more of a record label imprint.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to explain why the promotional side of things stopped at one point? You mentioned this was something you were doing with your father.
Yeah, it was with my father and my two best friends. The one that passed, the other one's still here. We just started like, I don't know, you young. Everybody want to party. So we just like, we young, like we can host it, we can do this and that. It just stopped because I guess we got tired of it, honestly. I don't know. We just stopped doing it.
Got it. And was it just a mutual stop, or was it one of you that stopped?
No, it was just mutual. It just more so happened than just everybody coming to agreement say we're gonna stop. It just stopped.
All right. Well, you've answered a lot of my questions here. I do want to ask you two more things, I think.
Mm.
Two more topics, and then we'll be done. All right, so I want to ask you this. All right, this hair of yours. What is this current hairstyle you have called?
Shit, dreads.
Now, is there a meaning behind this?
Nah, just can't walk around. No. Like being young, can't walk around. No skinheads can't do that. You can't do that. I'm finna cut this shit out though.
Seriously,
Yeah, I'm gonna
cut
start over.
cutting it all off.
I'm gonna start over.
And what's your reasoning there?
Cause I don't got a full head of dreads like that shit. I don't got a full head. Like, nah, bro. I gotta start all the way over.
So you are going to do them in the future, just a reset.
Yeah, not right now though. Like when I got time to chill, when I'm not in front of a camera, cause they can't see my head while my hair cut off. I can't do that. But when I can go and hide it for a couple months and come back out with a little bit of hair, I'm gonna do it.
And care to share how long the length you've been growing this hairstyle is on camera that's seen?
I've been growing this since what, like 2019, 2020, 2019.
So about 5, 6 years, give or
Something like
take.
that.
And did anyone in particular inspire this hairstyle for you back then?
No, not really. It just happened.
Was this a trend at the time when you
Um,
joined in?
I don't know. Was it? I don't think it was.
You have a variety of tattoos
Hmm.
on your body. Do you know how many tattoos at this point?
No.
Just curious here. Wanted to see if you could take the audience on a tattoo tour, for lack of a better phrase, where you share the meanings behind any of these tattoos that you don that, people see on social media of you, on pictures, but don't quite know exactly what they are. And if some of them are hidden, I know you've already rolled up your sleeve a little bit. If
Hmm.
some of them are hidden and can't be shown on camera, if you want to point and talk about it, that's fine too. So it's up to you here.
Yeah. This one on my wrist. You can see. Can you see it on camera? Probably can't
Yes.
see it. You can. It's my grandma's name that passed away. With a quote. Her birth date, death date. My sister, my mother, other grandma. Can't see this, but it's really my initial, my dad initial, and my brother initial. We all got the same first letter of the name. And then this, damn, what is it? It's an angel. I forgot when I got this, but it's a quote. It's what that shit say? It been a minute.
Take your time. If you want to look at it, that's fine too.
It been a minute, like. Oh yeah, it say prepare for the worst but pray for the best. Forgot about that.
And those are your only tattoos at this point. It's just that sleeve there, for lack of
Yeah,
a better phrase.
I don't think. I think it's. I'm not gonna say it's pointless, but all my tattoos really got a meaning behind them for real.
Is there any meaning why they're on the right side of your body, your right arm?
Nah, I just started, and I'm not one of the people that just want to get one here and get one here and get on. Like, I feel like I gotta finish it before.
Got it. And this grandmother that passed, I believe you said was the father's side.
Mm-hmm.
This was the one that was Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Now, okay, do you recall which of these tattoos that you have was the very first one?
The one with her name.
And do you remember what age you were? Or what grade, perhaps?
15, 16, 15. Something like that.
15 years old with a tattoo in your area. Were you the youngest back then with one?
No, that's probably a little late. You probably starting a little late, 15.
Well, what ages were you seeing the earliest around you, and what were they getting at the time?
Man, we in middle school, they getting tattoos. And they was, I don't know, they probably get some dumb shit. Like,
Were they getting tattoos that were visible, or tattoos like on your arm where you can roll a long
you
sleeve
get
over
neck
it?
tattoos and all. Might get your face. Yeah,
Facial tattoos in middle school.
yeah. Yeah. Face tattoo probably going to high school, but like arms, neck, yeah, the middle school, yeah, most definitely, yeah.
So this first tattoo that you had, Uh, did you have your parents' permission at all for it?
Yeah, and no, like growing up, I was the type of kid like I'm gonna tell my mom I'm going to do this. She could say yeah, no, I'm still going to do it. So I mean, I had it, but I probably didn't have it. So, yeah.
And what was her? How did she find out you actually do it? And what was her reaction?
I think I sent her a picture when I got it, but she wasn't really mad because it had a meaning. If it was just something stupid, like she probably would have been mad. Probably
And
wouldn't talk to me.
was that also part of the reason why your first tattoo was your grandmother in reference to her? Because maybe mom wouldn't be mad if my first tattoo had something to do with the family.
Nah, no disrespect to my mama, but I didn't care. It was just my grandma. Like before, like my bros and my dad came home, like that was like my first best friend.
I know it's all part of the same body part here. It's this right arm, but I'm still going to ask you this question. If you had it on different parts of your body, I think this question would make more sense. But, out of all three, what do you think was the most painful?
Um, Most painful,
Was it maybe towards the upper part of your arm or lower part of your arm
like
or
right here on my wrist, it burned like it's because it's like on the vein. It burned like that was bad. It was probably the worst pain tattoo I felt, and I like the tattoo pain. Like
scale of 1 to 10? Where do you put that pain level? 1 being little amount of pain, 10 being a lot of pain. Where
probably
do you
like an 8. I almost cried. I think I'm not gonna lie. Like it's so hot. Like I about cried.
So when you say burning, is it the sensation like, touching a hot stove or a hot pan? Is it that type of burning or is it a different type of sensation of burning?
How can I explain it? I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like if you know, like it. But it's not. It hurt, but it's like a good feeling to me.
And asking here for those in the audience that have never had a tattoo but maybe considering one, what they might expect doing something of that nature. But you mentioned you almost cried. Was there a thought on maybe not finishing it because of the pain level there?
Oh nah, I gotta finish. I don't start. I'm not going nowhere with a half finished tattoo.
And on the opposite end of the spectrum, what was the least painful of the tattoos?
This part right here. This was smooth. This wasn't nothing. I just sat there on my phone the whole time.
Scale of 1 to 10, 1 being a little pain, 10 being a lot. Where would you scale that?
Probably like 2, 3.
And gotta ask you this, just for transparency, were you under the influence of any drugs or medication at the time of these tattoos?
Nah, I was sober.
And asking because if you were on any particular substances, didn't know if that would help with the pain level or actually made things worse. So
Yeah.
the fact that you got these sober, you're answering with a different perspective there. But what about numbing cream? Did you ever use numbing cream for any of these tats?
I felt like that wasn't gonna work. I just went and got the tattoo. No numbing cream, no nothing.
So you could have had the option to choose to do it, but you chose not to.
Yeah, because I felt like it wasn't gonna work for real. I don't be believing in shit like that.
And any plans for more tats?
Yeah, most definitely. I really want to tap my whole body when I got time.
All right. Well, want to ask you this now. As we wind down the questions here. Okay, when it comes to your followers, your fans, your supporters, so on and so forth, what do you refer to them as?
As far as well, like, do I have a name for them?
Yeah, some of them have a name, some of them just refer to them as followers, fans, supporters.
I just call them my supporters.
Before this interview ends, is there anything else you were not asked your supporters want to know?
Um, what is something they want to know that they ask me? I don't know. They ask me the most random shit. I don't know. Probably not.
Okay, just curious there. What about with the conversation here? Was there anything else that you wanted to add on to what you said? Any other context you want to provide? Any clarification, perhaps? Something you said? Anything you might want to subtract from what you said?
Nah.
Any last words before you leave?
Paying the Profit out now. Go stream it. All platforms. And make sure y'all follow me at MazziOmerta. All platforms.